Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Walmart exclusive Wally West the Flash based on his appearance in Dawn of the DC. So here he is, here's the lovely box art. I really like that art on the back of the box. And yeah, here is Wally West. So this is a Walmart exclusive. I was able to get him through the Walmart website pretty easily. It was up, I ordered it, and there you go. I think it's fluctuated a little bit. It's on there sometimes, goes away, comes back. So just keep an eye on the Walmart website. This has also been showing up at Walmart, so hopefully it won't be too hard to get this Flash if you are so interested in getting this Flash figure. Anyways, without further ado, let's open this guy up and take a closer look at Wally West as the Flash. Alright, so here is Wally West outside of the packaging. First, he comes with this standard trading card featuring the box art, and there's the bio on the back there if you want to read that. Love that art. Really nice looking artwork. Really dig that. And then as far as accessories, he comes with all these little lightning attachments that you can attach to him. It looks pretty cool, I think, when you get him in a dynamic running pose. I keep him pretty vanilla, though, just without those on display. And then there is the figure itself. So this body buck has been used, I think, 4 or 5 times already, so nothing new here with the body. It's, you know, it's that original Barry Allen New 52 Rebirth body, and I think it's a nice body. It's a nice, sleek, you know, runner's body, and, you know, they've used it for Barry, they've used it now for Wally West. The only difference on this one is the logo. That is more of a Wally West looking logo. The suit itself is a dark red, which I really like. And then, of course, the head sculpt is new. Now, the head sculpt. When I first saw pictures of this, I was like, ugh, looks like, you know, he inhaled some Smilex gas and had a grin on his face. And he definitely still has that in person, but it looks fine in person. I still don't care for the grin. It's a little too Joker-esque, but it works because, you know, Wally's a happy-go-lucky guy. And overall, it doesn't distract as much in person as I thought it would. Would I prefer he didn't have that grin? Yes. Just a regular neutral face would have been fine. Because other than that, I really dig this new head sculpt. I love the eyes because that's very Wally West, you know, look to it with the white eyelids like that. I love the lightning bolts on the side of his head. Those are really nice, very classic looking lightning bolts there. I like the way the nose is covered. Reminds me of John Wesley Shipp's Flash costume. So I dig that. And I do really love the head sculpt. Again, other than the grin is a little too pronounced. But for me, in person, on the shelf, he still looks great. But yeah, the only other thing I don't care for with this figure, I love the gold that they used on the logo, the belt, and the gloves. I wish they had painted the boots the same gold color. As it is, these are just the same boots that have always been on this figure. If they had painted these gold, I think it would have really added to this because, again, the logo's gold, the belt's gold, and the gloves are gold. As far as the trim goes, it would have all matched really nicely. But it's still fine. I mean, you know, when you look at him from a distance, he still looks good. As far as articulation goes, guys, you've seen this figure before. I would say, as my good buddy Brad, the DC Universe Geek would say, dollars to donuts, you probably have this figure in your collection. So you have good range of motion with this figure. Again, I like this body for the Flash. You know, it's got some good movement to it. You can make some fun poses. There you go. As you can see, toe articulation. You know, he doesn't really bend over much, but he can bend backwards. There you go. There's that. So yeah, I think it's a nice reuse of this body. Am I tired of seeing this body? Kind of. It's hard to get that excited over the same body being reused so much. Would have liked a new sculpt. This is going to be kind of my placeholder in my 90s JLA display. I know it's not a perfect 90s Wally West suit because the 90s Wally West suit didn't have any of that like padding or texture going on. It was a pretty simple red kind of chromy looking suit. But I think this is as close as we're going to have, perhaps. Hopefully they'll do a Wally West in the traditional 90s Wally West. I would love a new body for Wally. That'd be great. But this will do for now. I know, apologize, I'm not sounding too excited about this. I really do dig this figure. I love the dark red that it has. I love the head sculpt other than the grin, the goals. A lot I do love about this figure. But there's a couple of things that I pointed out there that I don't care for. But anyways, enough of that. Let's do some comparisons with some other Flash figures from McFarlane Toys. Alright, so there is a whole bunch of Flash figures. So this is the original Flash, which this body is reusing. As you can see there, the difference in color there. The new Wally West just has more of a dark red look color to it, and this one's a little bit more of a matte red to it. Definitely like this red a lot more, but these are different characters. This is Wally West on the right and Barry Allen on the left. Then you can see the other Wally West figures. Let's let him fall over there. You have that Mobius chair, Dr. Manhattan, blue Wally West, which he was there for like a minute in that suit. And this is actually my favorite Wally West costume, other than the 90s one. This is just such a cool, like, great cross between his Kid Flash costume and a grown-up Flash costume. I kind of wish he had just stayed in this suit. You know, I think it fit him really well, fit his personality well. Love the silver and the burgundy kind of red there. This is, yeah, definitely my favorite Wally West costume. I think they should have stuck with this. Instead of going back to a more Barry Allen looking Flash, it was always confusing. I mean, honestly, I don't even know if Barry Allen's around in the current continuity, so maybe that's why he's back in that costume. But for my money, I like this Flash the best. And then, of course, you had the Crises Kid Flash. I know people say that this Kid Flash is way too big, but I do remember in that story he was getting taller and more adult looking. So I mean, I guess that's how I can justify it. But nevertheless, man, there's a lot of Flash figures. So yeah, I think it's definitely time to retire this body. I think they've gotten some good mileage out of it. Let's get us a new Flash body to start using. But there you go. So there is a look at Wally West. Again, I wasn't a fan of the grin when I first saw this in pictures, but as I've had it in person now, it's really grown on me, and I do like this figure quite a bit. Love the red, love the gold. Again, a few things I pointed out that I didn't like. For me, I got this mainly because I wasn't sure if we were going to get a proper 90s Wally West, and this one's going to be fine for me for my JLA display. But I mean, I probably would have picked it up anyways. Wally West is my favorite Flash, so I would definitely want to have all different versions of him. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you going to be picking up this figure? What do you think about it? And yeah, love to always hear the comments. Thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, anything else you would like to see with this figure, I'm more than happy to make a quick reel or a YouTube short or whatever you would like to see. Just let me know in a comment. But there he is. There is Wally West, Dawn of the DC Wally West. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great evening.